Greetings, my people of the tarot. Take two. Jackson started barking like crazy, and I went out to see what was going on. Oh my gosh, these baby quails and their mother, and the cars were stopping, and the cars weren't stopping, but they made it for this time. Oh my gosh, we don't see... I live where there's a lot of wildlife, so it was just like, oh... So anyway, back to my story. So, if I have to bridge this together, bear with me. But I wanted to talk about something. I had this poster I got years and years ago, and it really affected me, and I've never hung it up. But it's going to be hung up now. It's got to be rolled out a little bit more and flattened out. But I'm going to share it with you. I want to use my voice as much as I can, but I don't want to be on socialist media. So I'm going to try and use YouTube, even though I don't have a large following. Maybe you'll share my videos if you think I say something interesting. But I was really impressed by what Julianne through the Peacock Eyes has had to say in her videos, where she calls out, you know, two things we're told in life not to talk about, and that's religion and politics. We need to talk about that stuff now. We really do. With all that's going on in the world, we need to talk about that. And so basically she called out people that no matter what you believe, all religions teach kindness, compassion, and responsibility. But basically, and we all know this, Christians do not follow that example. They do not follow the teachings of Jesus, and that's what she brought up. I was raised a Methodist, but I found my connection to my higher power, God, however you wanted to describe that, in the woods with my grandmothers. And then later when I got old enough, by myself, I found that. That's where I found my connection. And I realized we're all connected. And I also have realized that every single race, and people could probably hate me for what I'm about to say, has suffered at some point in our ancestry and history. Now that is not demeaning any race's suffering, but all races have suffered. And it's really what it is all about is propaganda. That's exactly what it's all about. Because most people that I know, that I talk to and associate with, do not give a rat's butt about the color of your skin or your religious preferences or your ethnicity, because hello, we may be white, but we are different ethnicities in our bodies. Just because we appear white does not mean we're one all conglomerate. That's all part of the propaganda. So, this I wanted to share with you because I don't think Facebook was sharing it, because it's too... There's the heart of it right there. This is what it is all about, people. What are we going to leave for the future generations? This is, and here's the artist. I don't know, I can't read who the artist is, but like I said, I bought this years ago because it really touched my heart. The four primary races, because let me tell you, there was more that has been lost to history and lost to recent history. But I digress, because this is not what it's about. This talk is not what this is about. This is about taking responsibility and standing up for our actions, standing up for our beliefs. And I'm going to tell you a little story about this person I know extremely well. Watched TV, watched Oprah, watched Star Trek The Next Generation. And this person never dawned on them that there was people of color. Because you see, this person has never really seen color. Oh, she knows what it is, she knows, what it's about. But what she sees, what I see, is the heart, and I see the soul. So in my book, it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, because believe me, I've been the target of discrimination. You can't walk around at 400 pounds and not be a target of discrimination, and be a woman on top of that. So that's what's important to me, is your heart and your soul. You either have a good heart and a good soul, or you don't. I suppose, hopefully, people that have a bad heart and a bad soul can hopefully work that out, because now we need all hands on deck, those with a good heart and those with a good soul. Because that's really what it boils down to. Because basically, this is a way to divide us. Right? This is all about division, keeping us divided. Right? This is the narrative that is being put out there to divide us. It's propaganda to divide us. Plain and simple, no questions, nope. Because like I said, most people, I do know a few people that, have that type of heart, but I don't go there because they're not the type of people I want to associate with. Never have been, never will be. I was brought up with different people. Most of my family feels the same way I do. Most of them. There are a few that don't. But, we all the races have suffered, and it's time to get over it and get on with it and realize it's all propaganda, and we are being led down a road to be divided. They're doing it any way they can right now. So hopefully, like somebody said, more people are waking up. So I know this is a bit of a ramble, but let's talk about politics. Let's talk about religion and sacred purpose. Let's get together. Let's not be divided, right? Don't we need to come together? I'm trying to draw a card here, but they're going all over the place. So I'm going to keep it very short, and let's talk about what's important to you. I mean, people go left. Let's talk a little bit about politics. Left, right, Democrat, Republican. I have no clue what that means, and I don't care what that means. It all comes down to you either have a good heart or you have a bad heart. Put it this way, you either have a red heart or you have a black. No, you either have a red heart or you have a decaying heart. Right? So why should I pick any side when all it has to do with who has a good heart and who doesn't have a good heart? It's another way to divide people. So I do not identify with any party. I would not even call myself independent, Republican, or Democrat. Left, right, like I said, I don't even know what it means. I'm my own person. And I have a right to decide who has a good heart and who has a bad heart, no matter what position of power they assume that they have. That's another thing we could say, position of power. Who has power? We all have power. We all have our own unique energy. And by keeping us separated, that love resonance does not go out into the world. 6 degrees of separation, 6 feet. Think about that. That resonance does not go out in the world. Get out there and hug somebody. Yeah, hug somebody. It's time to vision. What is your vision? I think the best thing, if you listen through the whole thing of this, the vision quest. What is your best vision for this world? What do you want to see? I don't think you want to see anarchy. I don't think you want to see riots. But if you believe in the dream of equality, if you believe that we all have the same rights, human rights, not political rights, human rights. What is your vision for the future? Please enter in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. What is your vision? What do you want to see? Let's open up the discussion. Much love, much health, many blessings. Get out there and be wild. Breathe the fresh air. Breathe it in. You deserve it.